Imagine your 2-year-old waking up screaming about a plane crash that happened 50 years ago, or pointing at a stranger in an old black and white photo and saying, "That was me." These aren't just wild imaginations. These are specific, historical details verified by experts. Today, we're counting down the top 10 kids who remember, with chilling accuracy, exactly who they were in a past life. Buckle up, because number 1 might just make you question reality. Number 10, the grandfather returns. When Sam Taylor was just 18 months old, he looked at his father while he was changing his diaper and said, "When I was your age, I used to change your diapers." Creepy, right? Sam claimed he was his own grandfather. He proved it by identifying his grandfather's car from a stack of photos and knowing undiscovered family secrets, like the fact that his grandfather's sister had been murdered, a detail never discussed in front of him. Number 9, the boy and the snake. In Thailand, a boy named Dalawang claimed he was a snake in his past life. Sounds like a fable, right? But here is the catch. He was born with a skin condition on his lower body that looked exactly like scales. He vividly described being killed by a hunter in a cave. A hunter he actually met and identified years later. The hunter admitted to killing a snake in that exact cave years prior. Coincidence? I don't think so. Number 8, the Pollock Twins. This is one of the most famous cases in history. In England, John and Florence Pollock lost their 2 daughters in a tragic car accident. Years later, they had twin girls. Without being taught, the twins knew the names of their late sister's dolls. They even had birthmarks matching the scars the first sisters had from injuries. They would scream in terror at idling cars, yelling, "The car is coming to get us," proving trauma might transcend death. Number 7, the Hollywood agent. Ryan Hammonds, an Oklahoma boy, pointed to a photo in a library book about old Hollywood and said, "That's me." He pointed to a man named Marty Martin, a Hollywood agent who was essentially an extra with no speaking lines. Ryan knew 55 specific details about Martin's life, including how many times he was married and his favorite, soda. Historians had to dig through archives just to verify what this 5-year-old already knew. Number 6, the lady in the fire. Luke Ruhlman from Cincinnati terrified his mom when he named a stuffed animal Pam. When asked why, he said, "I used to be Pam, but I died. I went up to heaven and I saw God and he pushed me back down. When I woke up, I was a baby and you named me Luke." Luke correctly identified a picture of Pamela Robinson, a woman who died in a massive hotel fire in Chicago in 1993. He even described how she jumped from the window to escape the flames. Number 5, the World War I soldier. 4-year-old Edward Austrian had a chronic sore throat that doctors couldn't fix. He told his mother it was because he was shot in the throat, in the muddy trenches of France. He described life as a World War I soldier named James in incredible detail. Once he finally told the full story of how he died, his chronic throat pain miraculously vanished. It was as if the memory was a physical wound he finally healed. Number 4, the boy from Barra. Cameron Macaulay lived in Glasgow but wouldn't stop crying about his other mother on the remote Isle of Barra. He described a white house on the beach and a black and white dog. A documentary crew actually took him there. They found the exact White House, owned by the Robertson family, a name Cameron had already given them. He knew the layout of the house perfectly before ever stepping inside. Number 3, Anne Frank returned. Barbro Carlin, born in Sweden, hated her name. She insisted she was Anne Frank. She was terrified of men in uniforms and refused to eat beans. When her parents took her to Amsterdam to visit the Anne Frank house, Barbro, who had never been there, led them directly to the house without a map. Inside, she noted that the pictures on the wall had been changed. Her descriptions of hiding in the attic were chillingly accurate. Number 2, the Civil War soldier. Chase Bowman was terrified of loud booming noises. He began describing a life where he was a black soldier in the Civil War. He described wearing dirty, scratchy clothes and carrying a heavy gun. What makes this insane is that Chase described a specific battle, the Battle of Antietam. He claimed he was shot in the wrist and died from infection. His mother found records of a soldier matching that exact description and injury. Chase was just a preschooler. Number 1, the fighter pilot. This is the holy grail of reincarnation cases. James Leininger was a toddler who would smash his toy planes into the coffee table yelling, "Airplane on fire. Little man can't get out." He told his dad he flew a Corsair and took off from a boat called the Natoma. He said his friend Jack Larson was there too. His father, a skeptic, researched this to debunk it. Turns out there was a USS Natoma Bay. There was a pilot named Jack Larson. And the only pilot killed from that ship? James Huston Jr., who died exactly how little James described. This case remains the most documented proof of past lives to date. Do you think these kids are tapping into real memories? Or is it all just coincidence? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more unexplained mysteries like this, smash that like button and subscribe. See you in the next one.